Hi, Dr. Warren-Phillips with Garden Sessions. Today, I'm going to be initiating a refresh on a tree circle in the front yard. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this tree circle is in definite need of a refresh. The violas up front have run their course. That's the beautiful purple and white. As the summer intensifies or draws near here in Houston, they do not like the heat, and so they are struggling. See, they're getting toasty. There's some down here that have given up the ghost. Also, the salvia has gotten a bit weathered. It's beautiful, it's nice, but I've had the salvia for about 3 or 4 years now, and I'm just ready for something new. So I'm going to be making some dramatic edits to that tree ring, and I'm going to be adding several rose bushes. I have been blessed with the gift of 2 proven winners at last shrub roses. Super excited about them. These are a fragrant variety of roses. They are going to grow to be about 3 feet tall by 3 feet wide and should be planted about 3.5 feet apart. They thrive in a full sun environment, and they are anticipated to do well in zones 5 through 9. So Houston should be ready to welcome these at last roses. Let's get started on removing what's old and getting ready for the new. Annual plants tend to be fairly easy to remove from the garden because they're short-term plants. So they're not going to be establishing a really deep, tight root system. So some instances you're not even going to need the shovel. You see the initial root ball from how I purchased the plant is still intact. It didn't really go anywhere with those roots, which is okay because it makes it all the more easy to pull them now. Now the salvia is a perennial, and this was all the way down to the ground by the time the freezing temperatures of winter hit, and so you couldn't see anything. It was, like I said, all the way down to the ground, and now they came back, but it's time for a refresh. So you're gonna hit the reset button and start with something new. Now these plants will easily reseed. I can tell you that initially I did not plant as many salvia. So as they go through their life cycle, they drop seeds which get integrated into the soil. So my guess is next spring there will probably be some surprise salvia in store. So at this point I have removed the salvias as well as the violas, and there's some things I'm not quite ready to part with, but I'm going to be relocating them. This geranium is very healthy. In fact, you can see there's some new buds, and I'm going to move that. These Aztec grasses are perfectly fine, and we just need to find a new home for them. Same thing with the Shasta daisies. They need to be deadheaded and then moved. But we are well into the project of refreshing this tree ring. These Shasta daisies just need to be deadheaded. Not only is that going to improve their appearance, but it's going to make way for new buds to come through and shine. There we go. Okay, the tree ring has had a lot of the old and outdated plants removed. In some cases, I have relocated some of the plants that were still doing fine, like the Shasta daisies just needed to be deadheaded, and those were relocated to a different part of the landscape, as was some of the Aztec grass. In fact, went ahead and moved it all down to the end underneath the sago. So now I can have a fresh, clean look at this tree ring, and be inspired when I go to the plant nursery here soon to purchase some annuals. And I will be inspired by what I see in these larger scale neighborhoods where hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, have been budgeted for the landscape. I don't want to have to guess at what's going to work. I'm going to take my cues from those who've invested mega bucks into it so that I can save my coins and not spend too much money on something that's not going to work. All right, I will show you next what I purchased. And here is the haul from today's flower shopping experience. Hit up 2 different nurseries, added 2 more rose bushes, 2 flats of vinca, got a couple different shades of that pink, they're just slightly different, and then 2 different color angelonias. It's going to be fun. I am so happy with the final results. And truly, this is not actually final because the rose bushes have yet to grow and produce blossoms, and then it's really going to shine. I have gratitude for the help I had because I will admit I did not dig all of the holes in preparation for these plantings. Could not have done it on my own, and I'm so happy that I had some awesome help. Let me know in the comments what you think about the results of this reset. Welcome to my office for garden sessions. Gardening is such a large part of my own self-care practice. It's a creative outlet for me to relax, have some time to reflect on my day or week. I particularly enjoy investing time and effort into the art of gardening, and then later reaping those rewards of seeing that healthy growth and those beautiful blooms. It positively rewards the effort that is put forth into the garden. I work on practicing mindfulness in the garden. That is tuning all of the other noise out of my day and putting 100% of my focus on the here and now. Being in the present as I look for those pesky pests that might be munching away on the plants in the garden, putting that time and attention into plucking those weeds to keep that environment healthy. Being in the moment to take in the fragrance of that newly bloomed gardenia, the fresh rose scent of the John F. Kennedy hybrid tea rose that's performing well this year. That's just one way in which I practice self-care. Another option for self-care that I want to invite you to use is gratitude. Gratitude is powerful. Did you know that people who express gratitude may experience improvement in their sleep, express more compassion towards others, feel a greater sense of kindness and positive emotion, and frankly, feel more alive? Showing appreciation for others not only lets those around you know just how much you value and appreciate them, but it helps you to feel good and more rewarded in your life. Taking that time to reflect on what you appreciate, what you are thankful for, is a beautiful and wonderful thing. You may be wondering, well, where do I start with that thing called gratitude? Well, consider, what made you laugh this week? Who made you feel supported? What do you appreciate about yourself? Is it your own creativity, your tenacity, your kindness and generosity towards others? Maybe it's your resilience, that no matter how long the battle is that you've been fighting, you keep up the good fight and you don't let it keep you down. You continually bounce back. Not everybody is blessed to have that personal feature. That's certainly something to have gratitude for if you are included in that. Gratitude for me I would say I have gratitude certainly for you. I have gratitude for my viewers, especially those who subscribe. I appreciate all of your support, your encouragement, your ideas, and those shares and likes. I appreciate my husband who manages all things tech related in my life. I appreciate and have gratitude for my video editor, Emil, who is absolutely amazing at transforming my videos into what you see. I want to offer to you an activity based in gratitude called a gratitude walk. Invite you to go on a walk, say at a local park, maybe in your own neighborhood. Maybe it's going into the city center to take a stroll. Might be by yourself, might be with a friend or a family member. While on that gratitude walk, I want you to jot down 3 things that you see that evoke gratitude. I also want you to jot down what you see on that walk that leaves you feeling inspired. Annotate on some paper or log it into your phone. What did you see that sparked joy? It could be so many different things that you might see. Might be someone out walking their dog and it just tugs on those heartstrings, and that for you might spark that joy. Maybe it's an amazing plant that you walk by. You're like, wow, that's gorgeous. Perhaps it smells really good as well. Maybe that's something that inspires you to spend more time in your garden, or seek out how to acquire or grow that plant. Now, imagine going on a gratitude walk in a botanical garden. Could you just see right now the type of positive impact that could have on cultivating balanced mental health? Well, I think I'm now inspired as to where I'm going to go on my next block of free time on the weekend. I sure have enjoyed having you here with me on Garden Sessions, where my goal is to help you cultivate balanced mental health while spending time in the garden. Join me again next time, where we will go into the garden to see what we can see. I'm Dr. Ten-Warren-Phillips, licensed psychologist and avid gardener. I'll see you next time.